Coming up at 11:40, Game 2 of the elimination bracket here at Cal State Bakersfield, San Jose and Sacramento. Join myself, Mike Cepeda, Dustin Padgett, Steve Cassidy on the call.
Welcome here to SoCalCollegeSports.com. Dustin Paget here with you. We're here in CSU Bakersfield for an elimination game upcoming between the Sac City Panthers and the San Jose City Jaguars. It's going to be a very good game upcoming here. Our first pitch should be in about the next 5 minutes or so. We're going to come back here shortly with you here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here to SoCalCollegeSports.com. Just want to let you know that the first pitch is going to be in about 15 minutes. We're still getting the warm-ups done here. Beautiful weather. Going to be a good game. It's our second game of the day here. We've still got 3 more up coming ahead of us here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We'll be back here for our first pitch, about 15 minutes. Welcome back here to SoCal College Sports. I'm Dustin Paget here with Steve Cassidy, getting ready for this upcoming matchup here from the Sacramento City Panthers and the San Jose Jaguars. Coach, tell us a little bit about what you think is going to happen out here today with this matchup.
One of the teams is going to win by more than one run.
No,
this is elimination has its own personality, and if you try to draw conclusions over what happened yesterday, you can draw them, but they may be inaccurate. San Jose looked a little overmatched against Palomar last night, and final score proved that. How do they come back? Do they just regulate and get closer to their season profile, or do they just not respond? Sacramento played a tight game against number one Mount Sac. Their coaching staff is very, very experienced in this kind of competition. Team didn't look like it was rattled or where the moment was too big for them last night. So you play the game, you see what happens.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup. As you mentioned, Palomar won yesterday 11-3 over San Jose. But before that game, San Jose had been on a 19-game winning streak, and in the first 4 games of the playoffs had outscored their opponents 31-0. So they're a very capable opponent here. Sac City played a very close game yesterday, so let's see how that plays into effect today. Our first pitch of the game going to be a tad bit inside for ball 1. Shelby Lloyd leading off here, second baseman, followed by Bella Munoz, the shortstop. Liz Cafaro, designated player, and Jordan Farron in the hole.
You don't see many left-handed softball pitchers, and that didn't seem to bother Palomar much. They dropped a 4 spot on them in the first inning last night, so we'll see if San Jose is able to control things from the mound a little bit better than they did last night.
Off-speed stuff, not going to get the call on that one, his Trojan. Two and 1 count.
All ball.
Down the third baseline foul there. We'll run it to 2 and 2.
Neither coach is a stranger to competition. Debbie Hunsey Rooney at San Jose has been coaching 28 years. Tim Kernan on the other side, 38. So they've been through the evolution of this game.
2-2 pitch, grounded to third base. Across the diamond for the first out here in the early going. We are now underway here in Bakersfield, California, at the home of the Roadrunners, Cal State Bakersfield. Beautiful softball stadium they have here. No wind out here today at all. Munoz here up at the plate. Ball upstairs, 1-0 count. Lefty on lefty matchup. Downstairs on that one, 2-0 count. Got to stay downstairs, run it to 3-0. This is an elimination game. It's a winner go home. In this tournament, we had 8 teams. We had our first elimination this morning. Cypress is out, and one of these 2 teams will be our second team eliminated. The 3-0 pitch right down the tube. 3-1. Ground ball to shortstop. Cross the diamond. Second out of the inning. Couple of ground balls here. Very similar to how yesterday's top half of the first inning started out for Troja. She got the first 2 outs and then ended up giving up a 4 spot after that on a 2-out rally to Palomar. Pulled the string there, called strike 1. Good first pitch to the number 3 hole hitter. is Cafaro here. Upstairs. A ball and a strike is the count. The 1-1. Little bit outside. Good spot there. Not going to get the call. Smash down the line, foul. Way out in front of that was Cafaro. Almost 70 years of coaching out there, Coach.
Yep. A lot of bad meals and lumpy mattresses.
The 2-2 pulls the string there, stays upstairs, run it full. Wouldn't be surprised to see her throw another changeup. Going to be fouled off. Cafaro having a good at-bat here with 2 down, nobody on. Looking to start a 2-out rally here for the Panthers.
Important for San Jose to get out without giving up a rally or a run. Just a reset from last night. They do that, and then last night just goes away.
Full count. Another foul ball back to the screen. That was pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Home plate up this game, Skylar Brown wiping off the plate so we can get a clear view. Full count. Troja delivers. That ball is smashed down the line. Well foul. 10-pitch at-bat upcoming here with this pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. 3 ground balls in the infield.
Nice inning. Okay, San Jose has reset.
1-2-3 inning there for Troja. They're going to look to get it done at the sticks here. We're headed to the home half of the first. No score on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here, home half of the first. Keelan Spencer will be leading off. She's the shortstop today, followed by Kayla Rooney at first base, Freddie Carrillo, the third baseman. Designated player, Maddie Gallagher. Pitching, Stephanie Troja. Catching, Natasha Sashdiva. Left field, Xylee Augenstein. Center field, Sam Brenny. And second base, Haley Landrum. Carissa Deeds out and right, playing the flex. First pitch, ball 1. Very important here in the early going for San Jose to get some momentum. First swing on the 1-0 pitch right out to the center fielder. Solid swing, but center field doesn't have to move too much there. A few steps to the left to grab the first out.
What do you think number 10 talks about at the dinner table with her family? Her mother is the coach.
Ah, there you go. I'm assuming they're talking quite a bit of softball at the dinner table.
Well, be my guess. Just watching her footwork around first base, she's talented. Very, very nimble.
First pitch outside, ball 1. Yeah, when you have a a mother as a coach for 30 years, you expect her to have some inside talent, maybe where, another player who doesn't have a parent as a coach might get.
On the other hand, how many 18, 19-year-olds listen to their parents?
Very few, but there are a few. 2-0 count here. This is Rachel Gordon out on the mound.
Nice pitch. I don't know where that missed.
3-0 here. Looked like that was right at the knees. 3-0 pitch. Expect her to pour a strike in. Does not. Well upstairs. 1-out walk here. That is going to bring up Freddie Carrillo, the third baseman.
Now batting number 32, Freddie Carrillo.
5 in a row out of the zone. Gordon going to have to find her spot here. Ball hit out to right field. Should be
in there.
Tough play. Oh, it's going to drop for a hit. That ball landed right in front of the right fielder, just fair by about 3-4 feet there. Nice piece of hitting for Carrillo. And now that brings up a scary situation here in the early going for Gordon and the Panthers, as we have the state player of the year, Maddie Gallagher, at the plate. With 2 on and 1 out, you can't pitch around her now. Let's see what she's able to accomplish. First pitch called strike. Again, as yesterday too, I noticed with Gallagher, of all the players that we've seen so far in this tournament, definitely by far has that back foot further back than any of the other players. She's keeping it almost to where I'd say about 3/4 of it is out of the box.
No, it's 3/4 is on the chalk. Let's put it that way, or in.
But as you were telling us, it has to be the whole foot out.
Yeah. And only when you make contact is it a violation.
The 1-1. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, it hits
She's
the
out.
batter. That's an
She's
out. That is interference, and that's going to be an out on the runner going to second. That saves 90 feet for the
60.
Or 60 feet there for the for the Jaguars, or for the Panthers, as it would have been second and third. Seemingly that would have been an easy out at first base there. So the lead runner goes back to second.
Yes. Dead ball.
On the dead ball. So we have first and second with 2 outs instead of first and third. Gallagher not able to get the job done. See if her pitcher, Troja, can pick herself up.
No. Fair ball.
Ground ball to first base. Fair ball. That'll be the final out of the inning. Good job there for Gordon to work herself in and out of trouble. We're through one full here. No score on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Number 13, Jordan Barrett.
Welcome back here. Jordan Farron leading off for the Panthers. Troja out for a second inning of work. She had a 1-2-3 first. Farron, Eastlick, and Connor due up. Furton to follow if need be. First pitch, downstairs, ball one. Foul tipped at the plate there, 1-1. Farron looking to start this inning off by getting on base. The 1-1.
Nice pitch.
Pulls the string there on the changeup. 1-2 count. Good idea. Just a little bit lower than the one before. Does not get the batter to chase. Run the count 2-2. Ground ball to the third baseman. Good range there across the diamond for the out. If she doesn't field that one cleanly, not going to be able to retire the hitter there.
No, but that was pretty much on a platter. Nice hop into her glove.
Number 9, Bree Eastlick.
Nice play there as you see on the replay. Going to bring up Bree Eastlick. One out here. Eastlick hitting .352 on the season. Ball one outside. The 1-0. Curveball. Called strike. Troja delivers. Down and away. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Smashed out to center, but right at her. Does not have to move at all there. Good piece of hitting from Eastlick, but nothing doing. 5 up, 5 down here in the early going for Troja.
This is taking on the personality of a
Now batting,
second
number 25, Morgan
second day
Carter.
game in the morning.
Yesterday, Troja had gotten lit up in the first couple innings and was pulled out of the game really early. And I think that was a very smart move at that time. Saved her for today in a game that was seemingly out of reach at that point. And she seems to have found her stuff here today. Awesome pitch there. Called strike two. Pulls the string again. That one on a curve. Makes it no ball and 2 strike count. As you can see, a little flinch from the batter there on the replay. 0-2 downstairs, 1-2. It just goes to show that any day is different. As you were saying earlier, what happened yesterday doesn't matter as much today. You know, it's a brand new game. A brand new day, anything could happen. Foul ball. Way out in front of that one. Pulls the string again. Troja's really working her off-speed stuff in here today. Quite a bit more than we've seen in recent from her. See if she goes with the rise upstairs here after throwing 2 off-speeds in a row. No, 3rd off-speed. Again, having the batter out in front. You know, until they figure it out, keep going to the same stuff.
Yeah, and Sacramento played the game prior to Palomar, San Jose, and Coach Kernan was in the stands with his retro clipboard and chart pad. So He's got a pitching plan.
Another foul ball down the left side. That's 3 in a row.
And a batting plan.
The 1-2. Popped up. Easy play there for the third baseman. That's going to be the final out of the inning. 6 up and 6 down there for Troja through the first inning and a half. We're headed to the home half here. No score on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Home half of the second inning. Rachel Gordon out for another inning of work here. Had a little bit of trouble in the first finding the strike zone, but was able to get out of it with nothing happening, unscathed. Ball 1 here. That is going to be leading off Maddie Furton, the right fielder today. Called strike. Interesting design on the back of her helmet. Want to give you an update of the winner's bracket game that's going on currently at Bakersfield College. 1-1 tie game in the top half of the third inning between Mount Sac and Palomar. We saw both of those teams yesterday. Both looked real good. Palomar had a really good game. That should be a very intriguing matchup there. That ball's hit out into the gap.
Got it.
Tracked down out there in center field. I like what I saw from center fielder there. She was leaning the other way. She almost, her body was taking her that direction, but she knew immediately the route to take to the ball to get where she needed to be.
She got glove hand lead, and the ball stayed up for her. Batter got under a little bit.
That's going to bring up Xylee Augenstein. That was actually Sash Diva hitting there before. Called strike. Gordon finds the zone.
Sacramento's using a different pitching pattern today. They're working way more on the inside part of the plate than they did last night against
Foul ball
against Mount Sac.
Foul ball across. Yeah, I remember that yesterday. They were pitching almost specifically to the outside of the plate where Mount Sac was pitching them on the inside.
Yeah. They're going outside this time to waste.
Ground ball to shortstop across the diamond. Low throw, but not a problem over there for Eastlick on first base. 2 outs. Pitchers both settling in nicely in the early going here.
Now batting, number 2, Sam Brady.
No score in the home half of the second. Cruising along here in the early going. Now we got a breeze picked up. Our first breeze of the day, really. We had a light one this morning. Yeah, right down the outside corner. Paints the black there. This is Sam Brenny, the center fielder here. Downstairs. Good eye on that one. Good take. Asked for a check swing. A little bit late on the ask of it. And I think that's didn't give I don't think there was going to be a strike called because of how late that was asked. And the fact that she didn't go around.
Yeah. Oh, that one's.
That
You
was
got away with one in there.
a little bit outside. Got called strike, 1 and 2. Might have grabbed the corner there.
Well, if you split the catcher, look where she's setting up to the outside part of the plate. If you split the catcher between her knee pads, the umpire's going to more than likely going to give you the call, even if it's an inch or two outside.
Foul ball down the first base line to stay alive here for Brenny.
Which I never understood, by the way. If it's outside, it's outside. But any time like that one where the catcher has to move the glove, I mean, the umpire just no way.
2 and 2 count here. 2 outs, nobody on. Off the end of the bat foul. Staying alive is Brenny. Home half of the third inning, 1-1 over there between Palomar and Mount Sac now. Foul tip, stays alive. Not able to squeeze that one as the catcher.
If she sits outside like that and Gordon keeps hitting the glove, Sacramento can win this game.
Roped right at Eastlick. Good piece of hitting there for Brenning, but not going to get the job done. We're through 2 full here, headed to the top half of the third inning. No score on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Troja out for her third inning of work, retired her first 6 hitters. First pitch, called strike. Maddie Furton leading off here. Off-speed stuff downstairs, 1-1 count. Good off-speed stuff there, 1-2. That's at least the third or fourth called strike she's gotten on her off-speed today. Ground ball to third base, across the diamond, 1 out. Of the 7 outs retired, 5 of them on the ground. Troja pitching to the ground ball today, and if her infield's playing defense like this, that's a good combination.
Number 5, Mackenzie Duval.
That'll bring up Mackenzie Duval out of Escalon, California. Quite a trip from Escalon to Sac City.
I believe her twin sister plays for Delta. Which makes their Thanksgiving table interesting place to converse.
Ooh, off speed there. A little bit inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fakes the butt, pulls it back, takes ball 2.
Several members of the crowd didn't think that was a ball. Neither did I, but I'm blaming the crowd.
3-1 count now.
Want the game to be over. Exactly. Everything, in my book, everything close to the
3-1 pitch right down the middle on
No
that.
doubt on that one.
Full count. Would have been ball 4. She fouls it off, though. Full count. Hit out right field down the line. Going to get back into the bullpen area.
George, you have a program. Yeah.
You having burgers? Burgers too? She'll tell you that.
Strike 3 there. Troja, 8 up, 8 down.
Now batting number 2, Carmen Rivera.
And yes, Coach Ashley Duval plays for Delta, so I'm assuming that's the twin sister, as you were mentioning.
If she's from Escalon, that'd be a good guess.
Called strike there.
Nice pitch.
Good off-speed stuff there. Troja really in command of her off-speed. That's been her go-to pitch here. 0-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. Top half of the third. Off the end of the bat, third baseman was playing in on the grass. Good scoop over there at first base for the final out of the inning. 9 up and 9 down for Troja. Headed to the home half of the third. Still no score here in the early going on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back.
Leading off
Home
bottom
half of the third.
for the Jaguars, number 33, Haley Landrum.
Haley Landrum at the bottom of the lineup. And then we'll bring it back to the top. Followed by Spencer and Rooney. First pitch, ball 1. Gordon out for her third inning of work. Hoping to match another 0 with Troja. Popped up. Center field. Few steps in. First out of the inning. Routine play there. So far we've seen pitching and defense here. Coach?
Now batting
Very little
number
offense.
12, Keelan Spencer.
Top of the lineup here. Shortstop Keelan Spencer. Downstairs, ball one. Called strike there. 1-1 count. Really good spot there with the heat. 1-2 count to Keelan Spencer. Foul ball. Good swing there. Protect the plate with 2 strikes. First baseman Kayla Rooney is on deck. Just a bit high. A really good spot on a 1-2 pitch, though. Ground ball to second base. Easy play there. Second out of the inning. And at the particular moment, both pitchers on cruise control. Still a ways to go, but feels like a 1-0 type game here.
Kayla Rooney.
That'll bring up Rooney. The only base hit so far of the day. Walked her first at bat. Carrillo had the hit in her at bat. Called strike right there. The 0-1. Ground ball to third base. Simple play there. Across the diamond. Another 1-2-3 half inning. Moving along nicely.
This game is developing a soporific profile.
Yeah, I could say that. 0-0. We're headed to the top of the fourth. We've only had 1 hit so far. Going to the 4th inning. Troja coming out for another inning of work here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Top of the 4th. Perfect so far for Troja. Complete opposite of her performance yesterday. Night and day difference.
Literally.
Ground ball foul. Right over into the dugout to Coach Debbie Rooney.
Yeah, somebody needs to do something dramatic here.
Whoa, that one bounced a few feet in front of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that was a dramatic dribble.
The pitcher's duel's got plenty of drama in itself. You never know when the first run's going to come in.
There it goes.
Could be a leadoff double. Should be. She hesitated, but that's okay. She's still going to make it in. And that'll be the first base hit here of the game for the Sac City Panthers, and it comes at a timely time leadoff double. Now they'll see if they manufacture something here. Of all the times we've seen bunt so far, I would say this is almost one of those for certain ones.
Well, it's automatic. You got to get a runner at third base with less than 2 outs, so you can score on a fly ball.
And Munoz is the 2-hole hitter. You expect her to be one of their better bunters.
Was that a hit?
Yes.
Perfect bunt there. Good play. That ball died right in front of home plate, but the third baseman was able to field it clean and make a nice throw across the diamond to beat Munoz by about a step or two.
Now, somebody once calculated how many ways you can score from third base with less than 2 outs, and there's like a million of them.
Now batting, number 22, Liz Cafaro.
Including a balk.
At this point, Cafaro, as their best hitter with 8 home runs, is one of the top in the state, actually, home run hitters. I expect her to be looking to put the ball in the air somewhere. A fly ball to medium deep, anywhere in the outfield is going to get the run home.
Go back to rule number 1, hit the ball hard.
She takes the first pitch off speed for a strike. Second pitch going to be a little bit low, 1-1, but I like the approach here from Troja, knowing that she's in a position to give up a run, and in a pitcher's duel, you don't want to do that. So she's trying to pitch around her, be safe, has some open bases. Another off speed, and this one's fouled off. And now Troja can pitch for the strikeout with 2 strikes on her. Her bread and butter has been the off speed, but because of that, I feel like at any point in time she can mix in a good rise and get a swing through. I think this may be a good chance for it.
Well, but nobody's swinging it at an off-speed pitch, so they're looking for something else.
That one on the 1-2 off speed misses just a bit, either high or outside or both, but it looked like a really good pitch. 2-2 in the dirt, full count. Runners coming home on the wild pitch. She's going to score standing. And that is our first run of the game. Give a wild pitch to Trozer there on the 2-2 pitch to run the count full, and we have our first run here. Panthers jump out to the lead with the leadoff double. Full count pitch. Down and in, ball 4. 1 out walk to Cafaro. And that'll bring up the catcher, Jordan Farron.
Jordan Farron.
Swing and a miss. See, that's what I mean about her fastball. She's been throwing so much of the off-speed stuff that whenever she mixes in the fastball, she's getting the hitters to be way behind. Maybe see if over the next few innings she starts going to the fastball a little bit more and then kind of reversing it. Having the changeup come as the go-to pitch has been helpful for her, but as the game goes on, the hitters are going to see more pitches and they're going to be more savvy to the fact that she's really relying on it. And as you saw, the first hitter of the inning was able to double down the left field line on a changeup. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strike count. Trojan going to look to get a ground ball to the middle infield here. Try and turn a double play. Something we haven't seen much of here so far, double play balls being turned.
Double plays in softball are statistically improbable.
Ooh. Good off-speed stuff. Does not catch the corner on that one.
To the point it almost wastes time in practice to practice. I used to do it because I thought they were pretty. But and the infielders loved it, but you don't get very many of them.
And the 2-2. Hit hard. That's a chance. To second for 1. Back to first. Coach, you called it.
No, I didn't call it. I said they're statistically improbable.
Yeah, well, we saw the statistics go to the wayside there on that one.
Because of the velocity of the ball.
Yeah, that ball was smashed right at her.
Yeah, and the quick hands of the third baseman.
Well, the inning does come to an end. Troja gets the ground ball she was looking for. However, we get the first run of the game. 1 run on 1 hit. No runners left on. We're headed to the home half of the 4th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for the Sac City Panthers here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back. Bottom half of the fourth. Right part of the lineup here for the Jaguars. Now they're losing 1-0. Need to see what they can do off Gordon. They've got a couple runners on in the first inning, but since then have not been able to scratch the surface. Gordon's retired 7 hitters in a row. First pitch out of the zone. Hit down the right side, foul ball.
Track those, Jen.
Freddie Carrillo, followed by Maddie Gallagher and Stephanie Troja. Possibly Natasha Sashdiva. The 1-1. Hit out to right center field. Should be tracked down by the center fielder, and it is for the first out of the inning. Gordon stays here on cruise control. And as you mentioned in our last game, you know, we're getting to the point where, you know, the winning team is going to start counting outs. We got 11 more to go.
11's too soon.
Okay. 9 and under, huh?
9 and under. Generally speaking, 6 and under. If you got a lead, 9 and under. 1-0, you don't. It's 6.
Up and away, ball 1. One thing I've noticed quite a bit, actually almost from all of the pitchers in this tournament, is that they're getting the pitch calls from coach instead of catcher. Is that common?
Yes. Very. Of the 80 schools that play softball in California, I would say there might be 2 where the catcher calls pitches. That transitioned early in or midway in my career in the 90s.
That's an interesting tidbit. Ground ball back right to the pitcher. Good fielding from Gordon there. That's what the PFPs come in handy for.
And in my case, I don't know what other people's reasoning is, but I spent a lot of time teaching hitting, so I spent a lot of time finding flaws in stances. If you see them, you can pitch to them. Everybody's got a hole in their swing.
So it's not that the coach doesn't trust the catcher to make the right call. It's that they see something that maybe the catcher doesn't, or they have more studying in.
Well, the catcher can see some things that the coach can't, and so you want to give her the opportunity to call you off. They can't tell, for instance, if they're trying to step up to hit an outside pitch, then you just. My instruction always, if they move up because we're working the outside part of the plate, then reverse it and go inside. Same pitch, just different location. Vice versa.
2-0 count here to Troja. Downstairs 3-0. Gordon does not want to walk her.
But the coaches do all the scouting, so if they chart the spray charts and the notes on the stances. And I'll give you an esoteric example. If you see a batter that lines up her knuckles little to big as opposed to little, she's going to have trouble with the inside pitch because her wrists aren't loose enough.
That makes sense. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk there with 2 outs. First base runner in 3 innings here. Runner on first 2 outs is going to bring up Sashdiva. She hit the ball well to center field her first at bat. And she had a home run yesterday. A nice solid stroke to center field. Down and away, ball one. I like the designs on the back of their helmets. It's a little bit too far away for me to see what it is, but it looks like it's something cool.
Then how do you know you like it?
It looks cool. But that's a good point. I can't tell exactly what it is.
Up close, it may be offensive.
2 balls, no strikes. That's 6 in a row out of the zone, and I'm not at all surprised to see the catcher come out and have a chat here. Calm her down a bit. Still in a fine position even in this half inning.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner on first. That's not that big of a situation for her. So she just wants to buckle down here, get back into the zone, get that final out, and get her offense back up to the plate. They just scratched off their first run in the last half inning, and this is what's called a stoppage inning, which is always the most important one for a pitcher. When your team scores runs, you would love to come back out and put a 0 up there. (2-0), right down the middle. Would have been an intriguing spot there to let Sachdeva go and swing at that one. I know she was out of the zone 6 in a row, but that one was tailor-made to be driven right down the middle of the plate. Outside, good call by umpire on that one. That was close on the corner. It kind of hit the glove, but as we could see, it was definitely a few inches off the plate.
Yeah, and the catcher had to move her glove to catch it.
3-1. Ground ball to second base.
Trouble.
Tough hop, but got a slow runner on the pass. Bad throw. Oh, no.
Yeah, that middle hop is.
I think that she wasn't paying attention to the runner that was running. She got a little ahead of herself because even though she bobbled it, had enough time to throw Sachdeva out. Sachdeva is one of the slower base runners.
Well, you want to catch the ball in the middle of the highest hop, and she was in between hops. So,
let's see if that error comes back to bite the Panthers there. E4. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Tying run is now on third base. Gordon had retired 8 in a row up until that point. Big at-bat in this game right here. Xylee Augenstein at the plate. Sam Brenny on deck. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Quick pitch there. Pop to right field. Probably going to be the final out. Nobody can get there. It carried just enough. It stays in the field of play, but the right field and second baseman gave their full effort there. Full sprint, was not able to get to it. That is a break there for the Jaguars. Off the bat, that looked like that might have been the final out of the inning. 1-1 count. Fly ball out to left field. Should be the final out of the inning. Couple steps back. Easy tailor-made play out there in left field. Great job from Gordon on the bump to get in and out of trouble. That's the second inning she stranded 2 base runners.
That might have been a home run in San Jose.
Very well possible, Coach. We are through 4 strong here. Headed to the top of the 5th. 1-0 lead for the Panthers here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Bree Eastlick leading off, the first baseman.
I don't think one is going to be enough.
I don't know. It depends. I know what you mean. I feel like San Jose, they're a prolific offense. They've scored a lot of runs in this tournament, so they average 8 runs a game. So I can understand. But Gordon pitching very well. So is Troja in her own right. She's having herself a great game. I mean, the only run that came through was on a wild pitch.
Well, only one team's had an opportunity to score. That was Sac, and they did. So a lot of softball games in history have been won just by taking advantage of a single opportunity to score.
Called strike on the outside corner there. 1-2 count. We thank you guys for tuning in at home. Hope you all are having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. Spending some time with family or friends, or maybe even at work. We don't mind if you're watching at work. Just don't tell the boss. 2-ball, 2-strike count. A little bit upstairs on the rise, run the count full. You can catch us on YouTube at SoCal College Sports 1. All of our games are on there. Lots of activity. You can go back and watch old games. I'm Dustin Paget here with Steve Cassidy on color. Across the diamond there on the full count pitch. Ground ball for the first out. Troja getting back to work here. Also have Mike Zepeda. Behind the computer, Luis Rangel and John Gotti. Camera work. Without those guys, wouldn't be possible for you guys to see this at home. Right down the middle of the plate there, Troja getting back into business here in the top of the 5th inning. Overall, had herself a really good game. 1 run on 1 hit. I mean, you can't be upset with that. Oh, that was an off-speed pitch, and I guess I'm going to take a guess and say hi.
I'm taking a guess, and I'm thinking that the people with Delta College colors in the stands belong to the Duvall family.
That's very well possible, Coach.
Since twin sister is playing here, Delta's between games.
Upstairs there, 2-ball, 2-strike count. Delta getting ready to play a game here in about the next hour and a half. They'll be our next game up on the broadcast at Bakersfield College. And then we'll have one more game later this evening.
Ooh.
Ground ball to third, a little bit of a bobble, but she had more than enough time to throw her out. Similar to the play we saw in the previous inning with the ground ball to second. You know, even if you bobble, if the ball's hit hard enough, it's still going to give you time to throw the ball and get the out. 2 quick outs here. We will have a pinch hitter here. Patty Swimley from Davis, California. On the outskirts of Sacramento. My hometown. Surely glad that I'm here in Bakersfield for this weekend, however. I'm sure it's much warmer in the Sac area at this moment.
Thank you.
After we got the substitution figured out, Swimley's going to step in for her at-bat here. The first that we've seen her in this tournament. First action she's getting. Called strike. Coach, you think that they may be pitch hitting here in this spot to get a different look off Troja?
Well, you're asking me. I don't know why she's pinch hitting here, on the fact that
A bunt. Troja Fields across the diamond.
I know that Coach Kernan at some point in every game is going to change his approach and think that you got to go small ball if you're not getting any runs the other way, and that may have been his intent.
Well, we're through the top half of the 5th. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th here. 1-0 score. Another inning of work for Gordon upcoming here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Sam Brenny leading off. 9 outs to go here for Gordon. She's got the slimmest of margins. This is an elimination game. A bunt right back to her. Easy play there. I don't mind going for a bunt because short base pass gives you the opportunity for an easy base runner, but if you're going to lay down the bunt there, it has to be anywhere but right back to the pitcher. Any other angle gives you an opportunity, but when you get it right back to the pitcher, that's not going to be successful most of the time.
Well, it depends on how hard it is because the pitcher's the only one that can't crash. She can't leave till she pitches the ball.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I spent a whole
I did not know that. Interesting.
Spent a whole career teaching people how to bunt one place. It's back to the pitcher.
Ground ball there to the first baseman, Eastlick, under her glove, bounces off for an E3 there. It's the second error that they've had. Gordon was able to work through it last inning. Runner on first with 1 out. That's a big play momentum shift here in this half inning. Instead of 2 outs and nobody on extremely quickly within just a few pitches, now they have their opportunity in the top of the order up as well. Could be a very, very key error there. See what Gordon's able to do. First pitch outside, way outside, 1-0 count. Neither team has anybody warming up in the pen at this moment. It feels like these two pitchers are going to be taking it the distance. Both have reasonable pitch counts, and both have only allowed 1 hit.
Yeah, there's no...
Fouled off the screen there. Run the count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner. Beauty there. 1-2 count now. One of these two teams will be the second team eliminated from this tournament. So after this game is complete, we'll be down to our final 6 teams. Ground ball. Could be 2. Back to second.
Nope,
Across the diamond. Beats it out. And as that play progressed, I see what you mean by statistically improbable, Coach, because
if you
it felt like that was tailor-made.
If you have a hot shot and a clean exchange, you got a chance, but 1 bounce, 2 bounce is not going to happen.
Gordon will take that, though. Fielder's choice, give her the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Rooney, runner on first with 2 outs. Really impressed with Gordon here in her performance in this game so far. Really pitching very well.
Foul ball.
Hit hard down the left field line, foul. Right idea, was not able to put it in play. Fair. And left fielder was actually really choking the line on that, so maybe beneficial to her that it wasn't fair. Runner's going. Not going to throw her out down there. But that's going to be strike 2. And with 2 outs in the inning, Gordon could feasibly not worry about that runner at all. Just needs to get this final strike. Coach Rooney is going to have a little chat with the runner, let her know what she wants to do. Actually going to have a pinch runner for, it looks like she's holding up her hand a little bit. I'm seeing her holding up her left hand, maybe blood?
Thumb.
I'm not sure if it's blood or if it's a hurt. Looks like it might be blood. Looks like they're coming over here and having her wash it off, and then they're going to bring her back out. Just off first glance, I don't think they're pinch running for her right now. Wonder how long they'll give her. Take a little break in the action on that. Runner on second, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Maybe that's a way to cut the momentum from Gordon on the mound. Very possible.
Well, if it's blood, it takes a while.
Squirt some water, put a Band-Aid on it, move on.
You got to be safe in a blood situation, especially when you're playing sports. Comes more into effect in a sport like basketball, where you're running up and down the court rubbing bodies. and she is ready to come back out here. They took care of whatever was going on with her thumb. Got a battle with 2 strikes. Shorten the stick. Look for something to slap. Has a huge hole between second and short right up the middle. That's where she wants to go here. And she does! Does exactly what she needs to do. Let's see her play at the plate. Throw home. Going to be out by a mile. Center fielder shoots her down. We saw that one unfolding in front of us. I don't blame Coach Rooney one bit for sending her, though. They haven't had any opportunities really to score, and that was their chance.
Well, it takes a perfect throw to get her, and then you're right. That is the time of the game to take the chance. 2 outs.
Huge turning point in this game, that particular play. That was really important there for the Panthers. We're through 5 full innings here. It's still 1-0 lead for the Panthers of Sac City.
I'm not sure she took a great turn around third base.
Yeah, she could have had a better angle at that one, but she was out by quite a few feet, so it might not have made a difference. We're headed to the 6th inning here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Mackenzie Duval leading off. 1 hit on each side so far in this game is all that we have seen. However, the Panthers were able to turn that 1 hit into a run. Lead-off double, sacrifice bunt, and then a wild pitch. Ground ball through the hole. That's not going to be made. Nice effort, but there was not much that could be done there, and that'll be an infield single. Very key moment here for the Jaguars. Runner on first, nobody out. Trozier's having herself a good game, but she can't bend any here. You add any more runs on if you're the Panthers, and you're looking in a prime position to win this game.
Bunt.
Ooh, foul.
Bad bunt.
Just a split second away for Sash Diva there with her glove, to get it up and catch that one. It felt like as soon as it went over her gloves, that's when her glove went into the right position. Would have been an incredible play if she was able to make that. Another bunt coming here, totally expected. Ooh, good throw there. That'll be the first out of the inning. Both teams happy with that. Sacrifice exactly what the Panthers were looking for. And the Jaguars are happy to take it out in that scenario.
Number 3, Shelby Lloyd.
Top of the lineup, Shelby Lloyd. Bella Munoz on deck. Big half inning. Everything at this point, every half inning is extremely important for both squads. This is an elimination game, as we've mentioned. Nobody wants to go home. Nobody wants to be that second team eliminated in this tournament. They want to move forward, play later today in our final game. They will be playing the loser of Palomar and Mount Sac. And the Dirt Runner's going to third. Going to make it.
That's huge.
It is, and you see Troja have the pained look on her face when that happened. That one's going to be a pass ball. 2-0 count. All the infield's in. Got open bases. Called strike. Don't have to give in here, but at the top of the lineup, you're getting further into their heart of their order.
Well, you don't want to walk her and put a first and third situation. You get too many offensive opportunities with that.
Ground ball to short. Bobbled! Run's going to come home to score. And that is huge, Coach.
Yes.
If you noticed, off the bat, the runner did not break, even though it was a really slow chopper. I think
yeah,
if
but
she
the infield was in. That's why they put the infield in.
Right.
You're not going to get yourself thrown out at home plate in that situation.
No, not as the team in the lead. Maybe if you were the one losing 1-0.
Neither.
No?
No. But as soon as the bobble she went, she was alert.
That is a huge insurance run there. 2-0 lead. Now infield's going to come out here and have a chat. And now Coach Rooney is going to come out as well. And it looks like they're talking.
She's out.
To the player that got hurt, and they're taking her out of the game. Something's going on with her finger. We could tell that for sure because she's holding her hand up. If we get more information, we'll let you know. But she is heading out of the game now, and that is their leadoff hitter, Coach. That's a very key player for the team. I wonder if something happened on that ground ball that re-aggravated whatever happened to her in the inning before that. Bobbled right off her glove. We'll let you know who her sub is here shortly.
Unless they're just going to retape her.
It's possible she's coming back. They took her into the same spot of the dugout. We don't have a good view of her, but we're going to take a quick break here while they're figuring it out and come right back here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Got her finger together, and they're bringing her right back out. She is not leaving the game, headed right back to shortstop. She's a trooper. Very important game. Your season's on the line. Unless your finger's falling off, probably not coming out the game. Not unless Coach makes you. That's going to bring up Bella Munoz. Runner on first with one out. 2-3-4 up at this moment. They would love to add on more insurance here. Downstairs, 1 ball, no strike count. Top half of the 6th inning. Mount Sac, 2-1 lead over Palomar. Palomar has a runner on first with 1 out. Brianna Wheeler still on the mound. We saw her yesterday. 1 ball, 1 strike here. We will keep you posted. The outcome of that one, as the loser is going to be going on to play in our 4th game of the evening versus the winner here. Ground ball up the middle. Cross the diamond. 2nd out of the inning. I like that from Troja there. Takes the sure out. Didn't even consider going to second base on that one. It would have been a very difficult play. I don't know. I don't think she had much of a play on the runner at second.
0% doing anything what she did. Got 2 outs now.
Open base. Expect her to pitch around here. Don't want to mess around with 8 homers from Cafaro, as well as her nearly 500 batting average and 800 slugging percentage.
Well, the 500 batting average is more relevant. You're not getting any home runs in here today, or very few of them. In a park this size, no wind.
Right. We've seen a few balls that probably would have been home runs at Bakersfield College. 1-1 count now. A big insurance run on second base. And a smash center field. Oh, right at her. Frozen rope, doesn't have to move a step. But not before 1 run comes across for the Panthers. 1 run on no hits with 1 runner left on base. We're headed to the bottom half of the 6th inning here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Welcome back here. Home half of the 6th. 6 outs remaining for Gordon. She's had herself a gem. 5 innings, no runs on 1 hit. First pitch hit to the third baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pitcher's best friend.
5 outs. This is Coach Kernan's last year, according to rumor. Well, actually, he started the rumor.
Now batting, number 20, Maddie
Doesn't look like he's ready to end it today, or with this game. He doesn't look too worked up, but he's not planning to lose.
Well, after 38 years of coaching, being if this is his last year, I'm sure he would love to go out with a bang. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And, you know, at this stage of the game, you know, that's a mistake. You have to make the pitcher throw some pitches.
Not agreeing.
I know you mentioned that yesterday.
No, you got to make something happen with the best pitch you got, hitting the hardest you can. If that's the first pitch, jump on it.
Well, after the first 2 pitches, 2 outs, I can guarantee you this pitch won't be being swung at. You're not going to go a 3-pitch inning. And how about that? Ooh.
I rest my case.
They were an inch away from a 3-pitch inning there. That ball just trickled foul. And, yeah, Coach, you're right. She's looking for that pitch she can get.
Yeah. I mean, somebody's got to do something dramatic. You don't do that by being passive and waiting until you get in a 1-strike or a 2-strike hole. You go after it.
0-1 downstairs. 1-1 count. Gordon having herself a game. Troja looking to help herself out. Would love to get herself on base. This was a really big inning for them. They had their 3, 4, 5 hitters up. Moving down to the bottom of their lineup for the 7th would not be what they would want. That's going to be out of the zone. 2-1 count now.
But they're going to look back at that play at the plate saying, maybe we should have held her up. These are the hitters you want up with runners at second and third.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you. Carrillo and Gallagher were due up, and they decided to send the runner home. And give credit to the center fielder there. She made a good throw.
Yeah, I mean, if throws offline, of course, we're not having this conversation, but it wasn't, and now they're in a situation of disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't believe in the announcers, Jinx, but I've been talking about San Jose this whole weekend. You know, I saw them in the Super Regionals, and I felt like they had a good chance to contend here, and they haven't scored a single run.
Yeah, that's not an announcer's jinx. That's a Dustin jinx.
Oh, all right, Coach. Outside there, run the count full. Last thing Gordon wants to do is walk here. I expect her to give her right down the middle. Even if she hits a home run, that's not going to change it.
She won't go down the middle, but she'll throw a strike if she's got one in her.
Full count pitch. Right down the 2. Fouled off. I like the fact that she finds the zone there. She, like I said, last thing you want to do is walk. You'd rather see a home run at this point. Walk brings the tying run up, gives them a little bit more of a rally.
And it isn't just the tying run, it's the tying Gallagher.
Fouled back off the screen. Good at bat here from Troja.
On the other hand, if she walks and you get Gallagher out, then you've pretty much cleaned the biggest threat for the 7th inning.
Gallagher was actually the last hitter. She was
Oh.
retired on the pop-up. That's
There you
Sash Devo on deck.
Well, either way, I mean, Debo's not a slouch.
No, not at all. She hit a home run yesterday.
You're out. Ooh.
Full count pitch. Really, really good pitch. Going to be called ball 4. That's tough for a pitcher on the mound.
Coach Kernan took off his hat in protest and blinded half the people in the stands behind
Now
him.
batting, number 3, Natasha Sachdeva.
Runner on first with 2 outs. We have the fans out here yelling, "Where'd that miss? Where'd that miss?" And, you know, the umpires, they have a hard job, as you mentioned yesterday. You know.
Yeah, but I wasn't being serious.
Pinch running for the Jaguars, number 4, Sarah.
Everybody's got a hard job.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's a tough one there. That pitch was exactly what Gordon wanted. She couldn't have made much of a better pitch. But we do have a pinch runner over there for Troja. First pitch to Sauce Diva called strike. Pitch runner Danielle Reyes. Tying run at the plate. Sauce Diva's got some pop. She would love to find a home run here. The wind's picked up a little bit if you look out in center field. Up and away, 1-1.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's going to help the hitter at all.
Well, it's pushing to right center, and that's where she hit her home run yesterday. So if she can get that ball up in that direction, that might help her. She had a solid hit ball earlier this game to deep center. So, ooh, close pitch there as well. Little bit down and away.
He's been calling that, or has been calling that earlier.
Yes, you're right. That has been a strike almost all game long.
Oh yes, he's a little late in his call, so sometimes he's ready to say to jump on him, and that was a strike, but it was pitcher strike.
2 balls, 2 strike count. Sostiva right back to Gordon. Very easy play there. Gordon gets out of the 2-out walk. She's had 6 innings, no runs on 1 hit. Absolute gem. She's got 3 outs left to go to get the win here. We're headed to the 7th inning. 2-0 lead for the Sac City Panthers. Welcome back here. Top half of the 7th inning. Our final game here at Cal State Bakersfield in the losers bracket. After this, we'll be moving back to Bakersfield. 2 more games up on the schedule tonight. Downstairs ball 1. And those 2 evening games will be intriguing because it's going to be matchups with teams that have played today. It'll be second games. It's going to be elimination game. It's going to be both teams that are 1-1. So it's going to be interesting. Ooh, smash to the third baseman. Good play there to stick with that. A really hard hit ball there from Farron. 1 down. And the bottom of the 6th just ended. It's 2-1. Mount Sac with the lead. They had a rally going there. We're not able to add to the lead. Palomar coming up in their final at-bats. down by a run in the winner's bracket over there. Whoever wins that game will be loving it, as well as San Mateo, as they will not have to play a second game today and will have a day off until tomorrow. Ball is fouled down the left field line, out of play. Quick 0-2 count. And if this ends up being the final result, you could say obviously pitcher's duel, but Troja had herself a great game here. She was roughed up last night in a couple of innings. She's gone 6+, 2 runs on 2 hits, and one of those was unearned. You couldn't have asked much more from her.
Trouble.
Oh!
No trouble. Nice
diving play out in center field. Dun-a-nut. By far the best play we've seen in the tournament here so far. We've had a couple of near home run robberies, but that one there, that was something else. Let's check out a replay of that. She went full speed in a full out dive and needed every inch of that to catch that ball. As Coach mentioned, that definitely looked like trouble off the bat. And I will say this, if she doesn't field that ball, it's going to get by her, and that's going to be at least 3 bags. So that becomes a very big gamble, but it paid off there. 2 quick outs now. Troja looking to finish off the complete game. Just a bit downstairs, 2-0.
Yes, sir, on both.
2-0. Called strike. Pulls the string on the changeup. Very efficient pitch counts, both sides here today. Troja really having herself a good comeback game, but unless her team scores 2 in this home half, it's not going to mean anything. The last chance here in this tournament for the San Jose City Jaguars, upcoming. Quick 1-2-3 inning there from Troja. We're headed to the bottom half of the 7th. Gordon going to look to finish off the complete game in this elimination game and have her ladies, the Sac City Panthers, moving on to the next round. We'll come back here shortly for the bottom half of the 7th on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Xylee Augenstein.
Welcome back here. Xylee Augenstein leading off. Gordon going for the complete game. And we will update you live pitch by pitch on the Palomar game. They had a leadoff single. Foul ball back our direction in the stands. And the fan was not able to make the play down here. Sacrifice bunt in the Palomar game. So the tying runner's on second with 1 out. In a 1-run game in the last inning, sacrifice bunt, that's intriguing. Called strike. I guess it could go both ways. I mean, I understand it. You're getting the runner in scoring position, but you're down to your last 3 outs. It's tough to give it one way. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball. Bobbled, but Gordon sticks with it and gets the first out. Huge out there. Palomar has Sarah Fisher at the plate right now, and she's 2 for 2 in the game. Maybe that's why they bunted the runner to scoring position, knowing they had Fisher coming up. And they intentionally walked her. Ball inside, 1-0 count. Palomar, runners on first and second with 1 out. Brianna Wheeler in a little bit of trouble. Renteria, the designated player, is at the plate. She's 0 for 3 in the game. That ball is smashed to right field. Going to be foul. Back over the dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike count. 2 outs away from the complete game shutout here for Gordon. The 1-1. Just a bit outside. Maybe high. Looked like that actually did have the corner, so I'm going to say that was high. 2-1 count. That's smashed up into center field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting here, and they will at the least get the tying run to the plate. Runner on first with 1 out.
Now batting number 33, Haley Landrum.
Bottom of the order, Haley Landrum up. Runner on first with 1 out. Top of the lineup coming to follow. It's the second hit of the game there for the Jaguars. Ground ball foul. No balls and 1 strike count. No balls, 1 strike count. Landrum going to be looking to find a gap.
Oh, Mr. Umpire.
Ball 1 there on a really good pitch. Again, that one, maybe that one was downstairs. 1-1 count. Pitch to Landrum. Oh, that's the pitch she wanted right there, Coach. That was her pitch on the 1-1. Now she's going to have to battle from behind in the count. She was on it, but needs to turn that one around for a line drive single.
They're going to waste another one outside.
1-2.
Nope.
Up the middle. Throw to second for 1. Back to first. Beats it out by a split second, by maybe a half a step there.
Yeah, San Jose did what it wanted to, turn the lineup over. So they're still in this.
Runner on first with 2 outs, top of the lineup now.
You never want to end a game with a number 9 batter making the last out in a losing game. So
Panthers are 1 out away from moving on to play our final game of the evening. And the Jaguars down to the final out of their season here. Hoping to avoid being the second team eliminated here in this 8-team tournament. Called strike there. Good spot from Gordon. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Nice fastball there.
They're going 2 balls outside on this one. See if they can hook her.
Down to the final strike here. Gordon trying to finish it off. No balls, 2 strike count. Had herself a game on the mound. 0-2 pitch. Up and away, ball 1. Coach called that one right on cue. So you say there's 1 more coming, yes, Coach?
No. They don't want to even the count. They don't want to go 2-2. So I would not be surprised, if she moves up or toward the plate and they go inside on her. We'll see. She's set up outside.
Ground ball.
Foul.
Foul. If that one had been fair, I don't think there would have been a play to be made. Would have been tough.
That's why the game doesn't settle on ifs.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Staying alive there.
Sports are the ultimate reality game.
And we want to mention a fielder's choice and an error ties the game up for Palomar on their final out in the top of the 7th. So that game will still continue. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and she drops the bat. Complete game shutout there from Gordon. No runs on 2 hits. Absolute dominant performance there from Gordon on the mound, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, San Jose played well. They acquitted themselves well after last night's game, so they can hang their heads. They had a great year, but Sacramento just played 2 runs better.
Yep, they come out on top 2-0 in this pitcher's duel. We only had a total of 4 hits, and we had 3 errors. So almost as many errors as there were hits in this game. But eliminated here will be the San Jose City Jaguars. Had a great season. They're going to be out, and moving on to the next round is going to be Sac City Panthers. They'll be playing in our evening game tonight. I want to thank you guys for tuning in here. I'm Dustin Paget for Steve Cassidy here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.